Does my audio sound right? Oh, actually,
I was gonna say, sounds a little echoey.
does this sound better?
A little closer.
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds good when it's closer.
Okay, like that?
Yeah. Does it have like a thing?
Oh, wait. Now I'm using the microphone. I wasn't doing it before.
Sounded so bad. I was like, what is happening? I was like, why does it sound so bad? And I didn't like it sounds not good.
You're just gonna tell me it sounded good?
Well, I was just like, move it closer because it just sounded so echoey. I was like, I just figured it was like your house was there's not enough stuff in it or something. And it's like echoey.
Us poor folk.
Oh my God. I'm awake now.
That revived you?
Yeah, I was sleeping. I was like, it's New Year's Eve. I was like, I need to make sure I gotta make sure I'm pumped up, ready to go.
This will be even more exciting than New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
All the fireworks. So I had only read until part 2, but then yesterday I was like, well, we had said maybe we'll go farther. And then I just wanted to keep reading. I didn't finish the book, but I did
You
read the
finished
next
it?
2 chapters. No, I didn't.
How far did you get? What chapter?
There's maybe like 4 chapters into part 3. Chapter 50. Oh wait,
Chapter
no.
50? I was like, part 3 starts on 51.
Is that where we're starting? No, I got to chapter 59. All right, we back.
Okay. So, I was just, okay. So I was just admitting to you that part 3 starts on chapter 55, not chapter 51. So,
Part 3 starts on chapter 55.
yeah, what did I say?
I don't know. I think that is what you said. I just didn't hear.
I was like, I'm so tired. I don't know. Oh my goodness.
I feel like it's been so long since I've read these chapters.
I know. So the book is like really picking up. Every chapter is just plot, right?
So much happened in those 4 chapters I read.
So I guess we'll have to wait till we get into it. But I guess I was just thinking, like, what are your expectations for the end of the book? Or what are like your thoughts up until now?
Yeah, ask me again at the end.
Okay. I'll ask you again at the end. So we might have a guest speaker on today.
TBD.
He might pop in while he's ordering chicken fingers, which is usually what happens when I get a call from our brother, our eldest brother. He's always ordering food or picking it up.
Really?
Yeah, but I only call mom when I'm picking up my Starbucks. So
Well, I was gonna say I only get a call from Sam when he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Oh, good." And we start talking, and then he's like, "Do you want to talk to Marley, who's our 2-year-old niece, who of course doesn't talk much because she's 2?" Then he goes, "Bye." He doesn't actually say bye, but I start talking to Marley, and then at some point Sam just leaves, and then I'm just left with Marley, and then Charlotte will come in, and then I'm like, "How'd I get here? How am I babysitting from 2 states away?" And you know what happened? I was talking to Jordan on Sunday. He called to say happy anniversary, and I called him back because I missed it. And we were talking, and then you know what happened? He gave it to Jojo, the 5-year-old.
No, Chrissy, that never happens to me.
I don't know what it is. How do I start
Because
babysitting kids virtually?
Because you don't hang up. That's all you have to do. They wouldn't even know. Like, how long do you stay on the phone like this?
You know,
Like
maybe
hours?
no, like maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah, 15 minutes is a little long. I mean, with like JoJo and then Sky came. So like we were having a conversation. So
Oh
it
my
was
God.
good. JoJo had some wild things to say though.
What was she saying?
I forget how we got on this topic, but somehow I think she like had a box and it was like her spaceship or something. So then we're talking about going to space. And then somehow she was like, I'm gonna take she said something like, I'm gonna eat your heart or something like that. And we're like, what? She said, I'm gonna eat all the hearts. And I said, where are they gonna go? And she said, in my brain. And she said, I'm not gonna have room for a brain, I'll just have hearts.
That's what she said?
She said something like that. And I was like, no brain? And she said, maybe a little brain.
Oh my goodness.
It was wild. I don't know where she got that one from.
That is really crazy. I was hanging out with, oh my gosh.
Hey.
So Chrissy and I thought we were profesh with our little Amazon microphones, but our brother has come in high def.
Boom, baby.
Whoa.
How's the volume?
It's
Perfect.
incredible.
Okay, great.
I know Sam's going to steal the show with his professional audio quality.
I do what I can, baby. I do what I can.
Well, we do have a question for you because we were
Okay.
talking smack about you before you got here.
Have you already started recording? Like, I know it's recording, but are we in
Oh.
the actual episode or are you just talking?
Yeah, you're always
Depends
in
on how it
Bookalicious.
goes. Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second and I'll be ready to roll.
Okay.
I'll finish eating my granola in that time.
Oh my God, I scared him off. He's like, I have to go prepare a deposition. He said, I didn't know I was going to be on trial.
He's going to put Marley on.
Oh my God. Okay, let's see if he can hear it. Oh.
Is his
I
camera
got my
moving?
tea bag. I am ready to roll.
Very
Does your
nice.
camera move automatically?
Yes.
What?
I'm using my iMac and I have my phone set up as my webcam and it has center stage, which just follows you.
Oh,
Sam, I thought that's why you had that yellow dot on your forehead. I thought the camera was like following it.
what is that?
I don't know. Well, my kids must have put it on me.
A sticker. There's like a yellow sticker right in the middle of your forehead. And you're like, I have all this like technology. And I was like, I wonder if it's following that sticker.
I also have children. This is also really incredible podcast content right now. I got to tell you what. The sticker that you can see on my forehead. Yeah.
That's why we use describing words. People can see it in their mind's eye. But we were kind of wondering about when you talked to Chrissy on the phone. Well, we were talking about our experiences talking to you on the phone. And I said, every time I get a call from Sam, he's picking up chicken fingers or pizza. And he's driving to dinner. And Chrissy said every time she talks to you for 5 minutes and then you hand the phone to Marley and walk away. So we'd like you to speak to that.
Well, I'm now going to talk to you for the next 3 hours about one chapter. So I'm very, very excited for that.
This makes up for everything.
Yes, that was good deflection, but you didn't answer the question. So where do you go when you hand the phone to your infant?
I don't normally go anywhere. I normally stay seated on the couch or the chair or wherever I'm at. It's usually the child who goes somewhere. And the child has gone somewhere to, I don't know, show you something. But yeah, I care that my children have a good relationship with their aunts. I'm sorry for caring about that.
Well, now you're in a pickle because you have 2 aunts and you only do this for one. So my question was, why does Chrissy only get this type of treatment?
Oh, because Chrissy has an iPhone. And you don't
Oh,
FaceTime me.
that's a good answer.
Wow. All things go back to my droid.
I know.
It really does.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. You can get an iPhone or you can get an Android. I don't care. But only one of them does FaceTime.
That's true.
Though iPhone has opened it up a little bit.
A little bit.
What do you mean?
A little bit. You can now join a FaceTime call through the internet. Almost like a Skype call or a Zoom.
That's cool.
Or a Google chat.
Well, I think this is the stage of the game of Bookalicious when we go into Bookalytics.
Oh, Sam, are you familiar with our newest segment?
I've heard it before. Yeah. It's where you look at like listeners from around the world.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Sam is actually our number one fan who isn't us. And now he's on the podcast. So we're excited.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. And if
I don't feel comfortable with the term fan.
What? Why?
Observer of a car wreck, maybe.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah,
Slovakia again.
You're out, but keep listening. We need the numbers. Chrissy and I's pod. We are like the Fast and the Furious. 12. We're still talking about the same story 12 movies later.
It's all about family.
It's all about family.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
Wait, I have to pause. And dear listener, you cannot see this, but Chrissy has at least 40 tabs open on her. What are you using? You have both Safari and Chrome open at the same time. You probably can't get enough tabs. I've never seen this. This is disgusting.
No. Well, because I open all these tabs and I'm like, oh, that's a good website. I'll need to keep it there so I remember it because otherwise I'll forget. But then I just keep doing that. And now I have 3 of the same tabs open. And what ends up happening is that my thing just crashes and I have to close out of them anyway and I restart on Monday.
This is why
Chrissy,
they say Zoomers are not equipped for the workplace. Because all you need to do is bookmark it.
But I'll forget to go there.
Listen, this is like the equivalent of writing 40 things on your hand. Okay, like unnecessary.
But this one doesn't wash away. It's there forever.
Oh, okay.
Until it crashes. But I agree. This really is atrocious. But we are going to what was I gonna say? Carry on for Bookalytics. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have some news for you guys this week. So you can't see it. For some reason, the desktop doesn't have this, but on my little Spotify for Podcasters app, it has this new thing. Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, no, maybe it went away. One second.
Maybe you were in beta testing.
No, it's in analytics. Okay. Back to where we were. So Spotify's started this new thing where it shows how many impressions your podcast has, which I'm guessing is how many times people could potentially read like the title of your podcast, like how many times they're seeing it on their screen.
Yeah.
And our total Spotify impressions are 1,500.
Whoa.
Which I thought was cool until I saw that our audience size was 5. Which means that we're making 1,500 impressions over 30 days and only 5 people are listening, which is a decrease by half from last week. So I don't know where everyone went because I thought our last episodes were the most entertaining. Happened.
Man, but we do have 9 followers. So I think some of our followers, maybe they binged all of it all at once. And now they just have to do 1 a week and maybe they'll come back.
That's possible. Yeah. I think this is just a busy time for people. It's October. Things are, ramping up in their life. But next week, they're going to catch up on all the episodes they've been missing.
Yes. The other thing is that our podcast is called Bookalicious, which I believe there may be 4 to 5 other Bookalicious podcasts. And if you scroll down on those analytics, most of our things came from search. So I'm hoping we get some cross traffic from people, maybe as a little cheater brand.
Maybe. I don't know. Do you think that's what they're searching?
I want to know how many listeners you have from Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Let's see,
do it,
Sam. Okay, yeah. So on to our audience geographic location. Slovakia has gone down in percentage, so we might have another UK on our hands where we mention them and then they disappear.
Well, if the percentage goes down, that means that you've probably increased the number of people at the US location.
That's probably true, but I think it's because me and Candy have listened more times and people from Slovakia haven't listened any more times.
That's exactly what I think it is.
I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
But that's true. Maybe it's not. So, okay. So on to United States listeners. Georgia is still our number one at 62%, but we have a new Georgia location. Do you know anyone from Stone Mountain?
That's where Candy was when she was listening to the last episode.
Oh my gosh.
Starbucks is.
No. I know a few people who might be there, but I don't know anyone who's listened enough to be 13% of Atlanta.
That's a large percent, especially compared to you. So 13% out of Georgia has to be a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know.
So I don't know. We have a new listener on our hands there. Texas, I also don't know who's in Lubbock, but whoever you are, thanks for listening. Give us a shout out. Send us an email.
Do you know Arlington, Richardson? Do you know any of those other places?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. Go back. Did it just give you different planets of places to look at?
It did.
What? Is that just a joke?
They're just getting ready.
They're just getting ready.
That's what we said. They're building the infrastructure. And we also said if our listeners are from Mars or Mercury, we accept them just the same.
They'll for sure be our new favorite.
Yes. Okay. If you listen from Mercury, you're forever number one.
What happens when you get like 1% from Saturn?
I'm going to ask them to write me an email.
They
just do telepathy in Saturn.
We'll invite them to be a guest on the podcast too.
Oh my gosh.
All of our number one fans get a spot.
Oh, speaking of, we do have an email. Bookalicious.pod@gmail.com.
Oh, I thought you meant someone had emailed us.
No, I hope someone does.
No, it's only from TikTok.
I know. The only person who says any messages is TikTok, letting us know that other people have posted things. But if someone else would like to write us, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, please do. Okay, back to our Bookalytics. So people from Texas, I'm in Fort Worth. Maybe it might just be me. I don't know anybody in Lubbock. Arlington's kind of close. I do know people in Richardson, but not people who I've told about the podcast. I don't know. Wow. I don't know who these people are.
All right. Well, that's really exciting. And our fan from Lubbock, please write in. You can sign your number one Lubbock fan. We'll shout you out.
Honestly, they're probably at least on the top 10 of our fan base.
I love the fact that Colorado beats Florida and Mom's in Florida.
Mom has listened to none.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I know. She won't even hear me say this about her. That's the worst part.
We'll keep giving her shout outs though.
Yeah, because we do love her.
We love Mom. Okay, so Colorado is the third most popular state, most listened state. And it's even split between Broomfield and Denver.
Which you know is crap because I live in Greeley.
Does it straddle Broomfield or Denver?
No.
Oh.
I mean, if you're like looking at the map from way far away.
Huh. So is your account set up? No, I don't know.
It's probably because maybe my iPhone is not sending that information.
Oh my God, guys, time out.
Security.
Sam, you only listen on Overcast, right?
Yeah.
This is breaking news. Spotify only gives you the geographic location of people who listen on the Spotify app.
That's what I thought, but it says all platforms. Which I
No,
think
go back.
What?
Go back. Go back.
Where?
Go back. Way back.
What
You
do
need to go
mean?
to where it tells you where the information comes from.
Where does
The
it say that?
overview.
Okay, dear listener, if any of you are like, why aren't they talking about Elantris? I have also submitted this feedback to Candy and Chrissy. That they waste way too much time on non-Elantris talk. Which is probably one of the reasons it takes them 3 hours to do one chapter.
This is the most popular part of our podcast, Sam. It's the only part people listen to.
Yeah, most people drop off once we stop doing this. All right.
You don't know what it's like.
Okay, well, I can't see it now, but on my app it says that you can only get the geographic rankings of people who listen on the Spotify app because they don't have like their data. Therefore, I would surmise that there are 2 fans, one in Broomfield, one in Denver, who have listened combined to 7% of our United States share, which is incredible.
That really is.
They should write in as well.
Everyone should write in.
Yeah. Only if it's nice, though. I'll be sad if it's mean.
We'll
All right.
advice either way.
Yes. Yes. Don't give us any advice. We'll just talk about it and then not do it. Well, are we ready to do this?
Are you going to do your intro now?
Yeah.
There are. Do you want to do the intro, Sam?
Yeah. Sam, you jump in. You jump in.
If you give me the script, I'll do it.
No, we're going to start.
Memory.
Just say it from in the heart.
Yeah.
From
We're going to start
think
talking and you just jump in.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Go.
I thought Sam was doing it, but okay.
No, he's just going to jump in. We're doing double Dutch. You have to get it started.
Okay, well, welcome to Bookalicious, a podcast where 2 sisters and a brother talk about books. And today we're talking about Elantris again. I'm Chrissy.
I'm Candice.
And I'm their Scottish brother, Sam.
He's not.
Yes, Scotland didn't come up on our Bookalytics.
No.
Got to represent
Oh,
the
God.
whole podcast in a voice.
Oh, God.
That's going to take 4 hours.
Yeah, now it'll take 4 hours and we'll have to keep redoing things.
Whenever we need to read from the book, you can read it, Sam, in your accent.
He doesn't have the book. So, dear listener, this brother actually did listen to the podcast and listen to the audiobook. So he's going to be a little more informed than the previous brother.
But both really wanted to be on the podcast. So,
yes.
Pretty cool.
I came to like Waldorf, y'all. Like, I'm here to heckle.
Oh.
Well, he already heckled our Bookalytics.
Okay. Well, maybe before we get into the chapter, Sam, should you give us all of your hot takes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What have you thought so far?
Okay. So what's with the Serene hate? There is like significant Serene hate coming from y'all. And here's what I want to say about that. Okay. I know that you've kind of backed off a little bit in the last episode, but you dislike Serene because she is a capable woman who is looking down on other women, which I find deeply ironic.
So are you saying that Serene doesn't support women and we don't support Serene, so we don't support women either?
No, the thing that you look down on Serene about is the exact same thing that you are currently doing. That's what I'm saying.
I think what I heard is that we're capable women, Candy.
That's right. Capable woman looking down on a poorly written female character that Brandon Sanderson wrote.
Oh my goodness. I mean, trust me, I do see like the irony where I'm like, she doesn't support women, and then I'm not supporting her. But I'm like, if I don't support a woman who also doesn't support women, that means I do support women. The negative
That's not how
that
that
woman.
works. That's not how it works. I don't think so.
Oh.
No.
But can't you support Serene and say like, oh, but I don't support her unsupportive side? Because I feel like that's where we are.
Maybe those women are dumb. Like, there's that possibility too. Like, maybe she's got the right beat on it.
That did come up.
I will say in the last episode, I finally was like, you know what? Maybe these women are just dull and boring.
And Serene's reaction is the only right one.
Yeah.
If you say Sanderson can't write women well in stories, think about what it would be like to be one of the main characters who's a woman, the only female main character, and then to have to interact with a bunch of side female characters, all written by Sanderson. You got to imagine, very two-dimensional.
It's like Barbie in the Barbie movie.
Yes.
Where she's awake and everyone still wants to be Barbie.
Yes.
Yes, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was my big...
So do you like Serene? Are you all for Serene?
No, not really. I really only like Raiden.
Yeah.
So he's all right. I thought the plot was interesting. I finished the book. Chrissy, have you finished the book yet?
No, I was telling Candy before that I did read ahead a little bit. I'm like 4 chapters into part 3.
Oh, well, maybe we might actually get there, but probably
not at this rate.
No.
Nope. The Bookalicious train, we're gonna squeeze out every last chapter.
Listen,
our 9 followers, they're gonna be exhausted by the end.
Here's a couple other hot takes.
Yes.
Was really expecting that poison that Hajor Hrathen took to kill him.
Yep.
Was actually thinking that he was going to give it to the other priest and it would kill him, Deloff. And then, so when he got turned into the fake Elantrian at the end of part 1, beginning of part 2, I was like, I did not see that coming because I thought that would have been poison, which seems to have made more sense based on everything I had read before. And then it wasn't. And then when I foolishly expected when he gave that potion to the assassin priest, for sure it was going to be given to Deloff to poison and kill him. And then when it was Serene, I was like, what? And that was surprising. So both times he faked me out because I thought, I'm sure that's poison.
Do you think if Hrathen had poisoned Deloff that he would have been successful? Without giving away any spoilers.
No spoilers.
I would say that I really dislike how the way the book ends.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to say. Without spoiling anything, I don't like the way the book ends.
Oh, fascinating.
Oh, very
Or I should say, I dislike the final conflict. The way the book ends is fine, but the final conflict I think is stupid.
Yes, it definitely. We talked about this last time with the horse drawing, where you spend all this time on the front, and then the end, you're just like, what? I have 30 minutes left. And then you're like, done.
Oh no, that's how the book ends.
Well, I mean, it's like we spent all this time looking at the moon and what the shape was and how the air was. And now in every single scene, it's like somebody else is dead. And you're just like, I barely knew their name to start with.
For real.
Oh, man.
Okay, so those are my hot takes.
Ooh, that's it. What are your thoughts on Deloff? You like him? Love him?
So that also is confusing in part because Deloff seems to be like so much better than Hrathen at Hrathen's own game.
Yeah.
Right? And what would Deloff had done if Hrathen didn't promote him? Like he would have still just kind of been like hanging out. but because Hrathen promoted him, he was able to do stuff. And so part of that was a little kind of like, what would Dilaf have done otherwise?
It felt too, oh, it worked out perfectly.
Kind of. It was a
For
little contrived.
Dilaf.
Yeah.
So I think what Chrissy and I had talked a little bit about in the last episode, which I think ties in here, is that we kind of are getting the feeling that Hrathen was sent there not to actually do anything, but to just be a distraction.
Sure. Yeah.
From Dilaf. So I don't know that Hrathen could have really done anything to stop the real plan of Dilaf.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing, but there's like a whole like ethnic aspect where he could never have been a certain level of priest because of his ethnicity. And so only Hrathen as the Gjorn or whatever could change that. And so Dilaf would have been stuck having no actual power within the organization because of his ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems random, convenient for the purposes of the story that Hrathen promoted him.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And I think like whenever you're doing any of these like big epic fantasy books, you're going to run into some really good fortune or some really bad luck happening along the way that seems to linchpin the whole story.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, with Dilaf, though, wasn't it that Hrathen like needed to promote somebody and then everyone turned it down because they're all sworn to Dilaf? So like Dilaf kind of maneuvered his way into there.
But he was only able to do that because Hrathen promoted him to begin with.
To be his minion.
Oh.
If he hadn't done that, or if he hadn't made him whatever the basic level was, he would never have been able to do it because of his ethnicity.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is convenient.
It is convenient. I hate to be like one last word, but here I go. I feel like Dilaf knew Hrathen ahead of time. And I feel like he kind of knew his patterns, probably what he would look for. And I feel like he was profiled ahead of time. So Dilaf did what he needed to do to convince Hrathen to make him his minion. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that there could be some element of like Dilaf breaking out some supermaster plan. But it honestly feels that the character of Dilaf evolved over the course of writing the book. And that feels like a much more logical explanation, right? Than for, and again, we're really kind of bumping up against the end of the book. But it just comes across as like, oh, this character evolved in Sanderson's understanding and thought process, right? And that's fine. It's fine that he did, but that's why some of the stuff comes across to me as less well written or well plotted, because I was like, oh, well, here's this character. What about if I did this with that guy? I don't know. That's my take on it. I'm sure others could be like, this is the most incredible stroke of genius Sanderson has ever had.
I don't think so. This is his least popular book. But reader, weigh in. What do you think of Dilaf? And let us know if you're writing from Mars or Mercury. All right, Chrissy.
Well, those are some good hot takes.
You want to take us away with a summary?
I sure do. So are we on chapter 53?
Oh, can I bring up one more thing? I'm just now remembering it from maybe the last episode.
Yeah.
Like, you were talking about, like, the old man. Like,
Royal,
and he was going to marry, what's her face?
Princess.
Serene. That dude was definitely a horn dog. He was, like, I know he was saying that they wouldn't, but he was ready for it. That dude was pervy as all get out.
I feel like there were so many pervy moments with him and then Telri. And then Serene is always there. And she's like, how silly. And I don't know.
That's
She
also where
hasn't
the
been
Serene
around
hate came
enough
from.
like old men, right? Like, yeah. So that was just something else I just thought of as another hot take. Like that guy was, if this was a George R. R. Martin book, right, we would be seeing a very different play on that, but I still think it's the same character.
I'll be honest, it's like how Royal was written it gives me so many of like the ick factor. I almost feel like, because Sanderson wasn't like, oh, he's a creepy horn dog, like weirdo. He's like, no, he was the noblest of them all. Like, he was
I
so
know.
great. This is that. And I'm kind of like, Sanderson, what are you doing?
So did you also think that Royal was the sneak in the treason group?
Oh, I thought it was the Asian character. What's his name?
Shuden.
Shuden. I thought it was Shuden.
I could see that.
Yeah, but I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong too. We were all wrong.
We were all wrong. I didn't even know what their names were at this point in the book. So I was probably wrong too when I first read it.
Okay, let's get into the chapter review.
All right, shall we get into all of us being wrong? All right, so chapter 53, we are still in the Sheo cycle, which means death, which is a very good word for all these chapter names. And in this chapter, it's from Serene's perspective. So we're back at the treason meeting with the whole gang's there. But Raoden isn't there. Oh, and he's still in his cover as Kalu or whoever. Anyway, but we learned in the last chapter that he got invited by Royal to join their treason meeting because they allow anyone in here, which probably explains the end of the chapter. Anyways, a lot of things go down. They're trying to plot, like, what should we do next with Tellery? And then who busts in but Ahan, and he says, I got you now, Royal. And then everyone dies. And that's that. And then Serene's happy because at the end we also find out something about Kalu, aka Raoden. And Serene realizes,
aka she's married now.
Yeah, she's finally married. The end.
One of the things I was thinking about was like, so his blood doesn't move, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
she was gonna marry an old man. She's not. Continue.
Well, I was gonna say, so like in the Twilight series, a female vampire cannot get pregnant, but a male vampire can get other people pregnant. So, like, could they have had children?
I'm under the impression that the act of having children would kill Raoden. It would turn him into the Hoed. Like, by the time it was done, because the body never, like, undoes.
Right.
Yeah. That's a weird place. We don't need to go.
Okay. And the other thing was like, so like, let's say he did become king as like an undead Elantrian.
Yeah.
Like, he would never unbecome king. Which means if he did have any children, those children would die while he was still king.
No,
Sam.
You mean
someone
would come by?
Dies?
They'd come by with a piece of paper and give him 1,000 paper cuts, and you turn to Hoed.
Okay, I mean, like, that's a possibility, right? But like the other side of it is he lives in a steel box and gives all his, commandments from there.
That is true. That is a possibility. Maybe that was his whole strategy. He's like, I'm going to become the undead, then I'm going to become the king, and then I'm going to start a dynasty.
I don't think only he thought any of that. I was just thinking if that's what ended up happening, right? Like,
yeah.
Anyways, also, do you think that? So, what is the race of people that he is impersonating as Kalu?
Kalu, Duladins, like Galadin.
Okay, so are Duladins essentially stand-ins for Jamaicans?
I didn't take it. I never imagined them that way. I think I imagined them more like Hawaiians, like
Okay.
Maui,
Okay. All
like
right.
happy going. But I think a lot of the races in Elantris, you could probably draw connections to who Sanderson was imagining when he was
Yeah.
writing this.
Yeah. Okay. Continue, Chrissy.
Well, that was my summary.
Oh, okay.
So now we can go through some of the key parts.
This is the chapter where um, Royal gets it, right?
He
Yep.
gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is basically broken up into, I would say, like 3 parts. So you have the first part where they're having the treason meeting. Then you have, and that's from Serene's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Rayoden. He pops in. They start doing like these mixed perspectives. And then the second part, I think, would be when Ahan busts in. So why don't we start with like that first part?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So the treason meeting is starting, and Serene is like, why is Kalu here? He's obviously a spy. What are you guys doing with this? Why is there no security? They're like, oh, it'll be fine. And as they're talking about like what to do next, they decide that the only thing they can do is kill Tellery. And Serene's like, yeah, I had thought of that too, but she was like waiting for them to get that conclusion, so she didn't seem like she was terrible for suggesting it. And it worked.
I think that's the sign of a good leader.
Let the people want to assassinate. So I don't have to suggest it.
No, when it's like if you're like the leader and you're kind of like I've thought about this and there's really only one viable solution and it's maybe not an easy one. If you just let your team muscle it out and then they come to the same conclusion, I think that's a sign of good leadership versus being like, I've thought about it. This is what we're going to do. Like, let's go.
Right. You have like some more buy-in
Mm-hmm.
from the people.
So one of the things that I underlined right in the beginning is that Serene feels like she says, what if that cursed doula is a spy? And we learned in the previous chapter that Serene has a predisposition to not like people from Douladel from her past experiences in the political sphere. Do you think that's why she thinks the doula is a spy and not Ahan?
Because she's racist?
A little bit.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense to me.
I mean, I think part of it too is he's new and she's at least kind of familiar with Ahan. I think that kind of makes sense.
But she just went into these treason meetings with all these bumbling fools and she didn't think any of them were spies.
That is the biggest surprise. Especially that guy who ran away. Like,
yeah.
They never thought to try to find him.
No, they were like, that guy's out with our secrets. Not even worried.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think being suspicious of Kalu is not weird. I think not being suspicious of everyone else and being nosy, suspicious of anything else that happens, you know? I just feel like that was kind of an odd thing for Serene.
I don't know. I feel like because she was walking into something that had already been established, presumably by Rayoden, and presumably was like a good thing. And so I think I'd probably walk into it also and assume like, okay, probably this is fine. I wouldn't probably assume right away that someone was a spy.
Yeah. I could see that. Did you think Ahan was a spy?
No, I never thought about Ahan. I thought he was just a side character to like make jokes sometimes.
To be the jolly fat man.
Yeah, jolly fat man.
Well, that's what Royal thought too. Now he's dead.
He has such a good name though for being the like gotcha guy.
Yes.
So I know that they said that Ahan was like very short-sighted, but don't you think like it almost beggars belief that he wouldn't like understand that this is like a terrible, terrible, terrible decision? Like it goes beyond being short-sighted. It goes into being an idiot.
Okay. I always thought that even until a minute ago, but I've just remembered about the submarine and all of those billionaires going in it.
Oh no.
And now I've completely changed my mind, and this is probably the most believable line in the entire book.
Oh my gosh.
Was Ahan the one whose brother actually did all the work and then he just took it?
No,
No,
that was
Aiden?
Telri.
Oh, that was Telri. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know about Ahan. I'm also shocked.
It was just like, you're like, what? Are you an idiot? But we knew they were all dum-dums from the beginning. Serene's known. And she didn't do any recon on any of these people. I have this great line. A few moments later, Ahan waddled in, not bothering to knock. He plopped himself down in his customary seat and proceeded to attack the crackers.
Oh my gosh.
Sam, do you think Sanderson hates fat people?
I don't know, but he doesn't definitely respect them.
Oh. Fair enough.
I mean, yeah. I could see that. There's some fat hate going on. the line right before that made me laugh because Serene is eating the snacks and she's like, wow, I bet other treasonous conspiracies don't have these gourmet snacks. I was like, what's going on here? Why does they're trying to plot an assassination? Why is everyone worried about the snacks?
Well, maybe that line really isn't about Sanderson, but it's about Serene and her dislike of fat people. Because she has always made comments since the beginning on like the women being fat, on Ahan, and this is from her perspective, and she's eating the snacks and she's like, it's totally okay because I'm tall and thin. But then Ahan comes in and he's hungry. He's been walking somewhere. He's late and he eats some snacks, and she describes him like this big blobbish guy.
Well, notice that she's also really angry at her uncle for making food. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I think we could do some more psychoanalysis on Serene. We'll keep that in our minds though.
Yeah. Maybe, where is she from again? Teod.
Yeah.
Maybe Teod was some toxic place where
So what did you think about Kalu and his subterfuge in this thing? So Kalu Raoden disguised as Kalu, he pops into this meeting, and at first he's kind of a wallflower, and he starts coming in and being very like way too familiar with stuff. Did that seem believable? Did that seem kind of like crazy?
No, it made I thought it was very well planned. I thought they did a really great job actually with him and the plan on having like the double thing. I thought that was brilliant. Having the makeup ready, it just seemed like very well thought out. And Raoden seems like the kind of character who would really think things through.
But does Raoden seem like the type of character who would think things through and then immediately blow his cover like he did? Well, I guess he didn't technically blow it.
Because no one really noticed. I think Serene was the only one who kind of noticed, right?
Yeah, but I guess that's because the men's group is just a bunch of dum-dums. But maybe that's why he was just being so candid.
Yeah. He's like,
he's like, these guys will never know.
Yeah, and I think it also mentions that like everyone's just so desperate for any help that I feel like all their guards are down, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They'll take anything. Yeah. Okay, so what did you guys think about when Kalu/Raoden started to reveal himself to Serene?
Like, is it weird that she was like starting to really feel like the zombie? She's like, it feels weird that his body heat is so low, but I don't know. It feels good to me. I don't know. I just that part was like a little odd.
A little necrophilia. Yeah. Serene's in the graveyard and Raoden's like, Serene, what are you doing? And she's like, don't bother me. It's my first love. I think that is like a little weird. I think it also just goes into like how starved Serene is for affection.
Yeah.
And there's a line later on where Raoden's just like, I'm just so surprised that Serene has so much like love to give. And I thought it was a nice note because I feel like she's been wanting to love someone for a long time. And so I think she's just head over heels, even if you happen to be a zombie. She's happy to have you.
Yeah, it's odd.
So did you think it was, I'm trying to find the line. All right. So Serene resisted the urge to punch him again. Why did you lie to me? Spirit smiled. Oh, and you're going to try and tell me it wasn't more fun this way? Cringe or cute?
It was too cute by half. Too cute.
Too cute.
Yeah, I could see that.
What do you think, Chrissy?
I think I just wanted them to finally like introduce each other. So I think I took that more as cute.
I took it as cute too.
I know.
What was your cringe or cute?
Okay, my cringe or cute is she was asking, so why did you come? You should be back in New Elantris helping your people. Why risk coming out to Kay? And he goes, to find you. And she smiles and thinks that was the right answer.
Cringe.
Cute. Cringe.
Sam, what say you?
I'm always cringe.
You were too cute on the last one.
Yeah, but too cute's not a good thing.
Also cringe. They went full circle back to cringe.
Well, no, like when you say something is too cute, like, you're saying that the thing doesn't make as much sense, right? Like you're like way overthinking this. So like as Sanderson's writing it, my thought is, okay, Sanderson, seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? This is stupid.
I agree. It feels like a cheesy, like little romance novel or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have another one.
Still thought it was kind of cute.
All right. We'll see about this one, Chrissy.
Okay.
Well, you didn't even underline it, so maybe you just thought it was cute. Okay. Raoden to Serene. Look, they're going to wonder what's taking us so long. Let them, Serene says. All the other women have been mooning over Kalu so much. It's about time I fell in line.
That was Serena's ick stamp. That's why I didn't underline it. That was in the Serene hate bucket.
That was not good.
Nope. Notice the only one that was really bad was the one where Serene was the one responding. The other two were a little cringy, but not terrible.
All right. So after Raoden reveals himself to Serene and they have this just back and forth, cringe or cute, most cringe, then Ahan leaves. And so, where's Ahan? Serene asks. Kin frowned. He left. And then someone said, the Count claims that he ate something that didn't agree with him. It's impossible, Kin grumbled. There was nothing in those crackers that could have upset his stomach. And then they go on and on and on about how he eats way too much and how nothing's ever upset his stomach and all this other different. different comments. But I thought that was a really clever cover for Ahan because he is always eating. And so it's like, what would make him step out? But other than he has eaten too much. So I thought that was really clever.
Yeah, very believable. Although when that happened, I had a sneaky suspicion maybe Ahan was the mole.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we find out that Royal hired assassins out of Jordan. And I guess he's planning on using those to kill Telri. Right?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to clear that up because I have a thought on that when we get to subsequent chapters. And I really don't have a whole lot highlighted other than just the storytelling at this part.
Yeah, me neither. So should we get to where Ahan comes back?
Yep.
All right. So Ahan busts through the door and says, I got you, Royal. Finally got you, old man. Anyways, he came with Telri and told Telri about the whole treason meeting to play a prank on Royal. And there was this agreement that Telri was just gonna, handcuff him and walk him over to prison. But then he goes and he kills Royal right there. And that's it.
This is exactly like what happened with the king. And like he's in the Sanderson takes it from PG to R like instantaneously.
Yeah.
And you're like, what just happened?
Pretty much
you definitely get whiplash.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that happens in the next 10 chapters, you're just like, what? Continuously.
Yes, there's definitely a lot of Sanderson whiplash. I agree. It was like all of his like plots just going off at the same time. I did find it odd though, because it's like Ahan was like, oh, I didn't expect you to kill him, but he does say that he expected him to spend the next few years in prison. And I'm just like, what are you thinking?
The little prank.
Yeah. Haha, got you. Go spend some time in prison. Yay.
It's like I pushed you in the pool and I expect you to push me in the pool, but instead you send assassins and you kill my whole family. You're like, got you.
We'll joke about it later.
Same. One person takes it too far.
Yeah. And then they're just like, what? I was just pranking them back. Just little kid pranks. Just kid stuff. Okay. So Royal goes down.
Okay, but we learn more about Royal when he's dying.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think?
What did we learn?
We learn, so Royal is there, like, dead on the, or he's, like, in the process of dying. Oh, Raoden okay, we forgot the whole thing where Raoden reveals himself. Or is that where you're going to go to?
Oh, no, I did forget that.
Yeah, I forgot that too. This is very crucial. So then Raoden reveals himself, and this is what Sam was talking about, where, like, he wipes off his makeup, he pretends it's makeup, and then he reveals his new face, which looks like Raoden, and he's like, surprise guys, I'm back and I'm the king, and everyone's like, whoa, and it actually works, and the guards, do they run away or something? I don't know, but anyways,
Raoden, they get freaked out.
Yeah, they get freaked out. Everyone else is like, whoa, cool, Raoden's back. And then Raoden tries to use some of his Elantrian magic to heal Royal, but it unfortunately doesn't work, which is very sad. So then he's just there, like, with Royal dying on the floor. And we learn that Royal was the one who really, like, raised Raoden and made him the person that he is. And if he hadn't, then Raoden would have just, like, turned into his father.
Yeah.
But do you love that if Royal is kind of a greasy guy?
But I really like who Raoden is. So he did a good job.
Maybe if we met Raoden, he would be wearing a fedora. And he would be like a quote unquote nice guy. And it's just reading different because we're reading it and we're not like experiencing it.
I could see that.
We liked Royal except for all of his ick romance statements.
I'm just saying, if Raoden's top two mentors were his greedy, horrible father who murdered women, and Royal, a greasy, creepy old guy, I don't know that I love that.
Well, but maybe this is what Sam was saying, or like maybe the women actually are dumb, and maybe actually all the men are also dumb, and those are the best options. Raoden turned out pretty good. You gotta work with what you have sometimes.
Fair enough. So that imagery of Raoden being at the table, you have all of these guys, they're at the table, they're having their treason meeting, and he just unveils himself. It was giving me some imagery to, I feel like, Jesus revealing himself to the disciples, and I think they were having meetings afterwards, perhaps of treason. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that part up. We do have a minister here.
They definitely, like, much faster than I thought they would, just accept that Raoden's back. Because if I was them, I'd be like, where have you been? What's going on? And I don't think that conversation ever showed up once. Like, it goes immediately from this to his, like, okay, it's time to coronate me. And you never have his friends being like, so where have you been? What's going on? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. The only person who would have asked him that is Royal, and he's dead. Royal's dead.
Brains.
He's the only one with brains, and the rest of them are just a bunch of dum-dums. Kin's making food. He can't be bothered. He's got a feast to prepare for his family. Who's left? Shooting
Tai Chi.
He's doing Tai Chi while his girlfriend is looking at him do it. Ahan, where does he go? He runs off. Does he get killed?
Ahan?
No, he just runs off.
And waddles off.
Yeah.
There's Ian Dell. He's still around.
Yeah, I really think that there was just no one to question. And I feel like they were probably all pointing towards Serene to be their brain.
Yeah.
And since she was on board, I feel like they were just all like, good enough for me.
It's crazy.
I mean, maybe this is poor writing, or maybe this was purposeful, but maybe that's why the boys club wasn't skeptical of anyone who joined. And that's why it made this more believable. They're like, okay.
They're all just a bunch of idiots.
Like the whole time. It's been a consistent trait. So it makes sense.
Serene, we complained about this at the beginning. Serene walks in and she's like, you don't know me. She's like, but this is my club now. I'm in charge. And they're just all like, okay. They don't know anything about her. No background check, nothing. So
this is, like, I don't think this is like Sanderson's fault necessarily, right? But I don't think Harathan had to really worry about things. Like, let's be honest here. These people are dumb.
I agree.
Easily take over everything.
But he didn't.
Because he's a dum-dum.
I think what really did everybody in, and we have talked about this a lot, is underestimating other people. And Harathan's key mistake was underestimating Deloff. And Serene's mistake was also underestimating Deloff, because she didn't think that he was important enough because he wasn't a Jorn. And so a lot of people would have been far more successful if they had evaluated people independently.
Do you think Serene overestimated the boys club?
I think she underestimated their stupidity. I think she did not see Ahan doing this.
I think that is absolutely right.
I think that was nowhere near on her bingo card of how the treason meeting was going to end.
I think you're right.
Yeah. All right. Ready for chapter 54?
I think so. Oh, chapter 53 ends with the men saying, "My king," to Raoden. And then Serene goes, "My husband." Good day for Serene, all in all.
I literally almost threw my book in the fire reading that. I'm like, this girl. Royal's dead. He's bleeding out, and all she's thinking about is my husband.
A tough day for Serene.
That was her best day of her life. Her ex-fiance died, and she got married. Yeah.
Switch one out for the other.
Yeah.
Okay, that was officially our least efficient episode of Bookalicious yet. Despite our brother's best attempts, we went through only one chapter in 1 hour, and that is enough for one episode. So next week you can catch part 2, where we discuss 4 chapters in the same amount of time because we go into warp speed. But that's it for now. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening to this episode of Bookalicious. If you like this discussion, please rate or subscribe to our channel to help other book lovers find this content as well. If you have any questions or suggestions for future books, we'd love to hear from you at bookalicious.pod@gmail.com. As always, thanks for joining our club.